MCPtv, we not only sing silly songs, but we play fun games! Take it over, Miss Grace, Mr. Landon, Mr. Jeff.
Hey, Mr. Jeff.
Yeah, what's up?
Guess what day it is?
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, you dudes? It's hump day. Welcome
Also
back
hump
to
day.
MCPtv. We're going to sing some silly songs, play some fun games, and bring the fun to you in your living room while you're quarantined. My name's Mr. Landon.
I'm Miss Grace.
And I'm Mr. Jeff.
And we're going to kick this off with a good time with Miss Grace. What you got for us?
We are playing a game called Name Off, Face Off. The way that this is going to go is Mr. Landon and Mr. Jeff are going to be competing in naming things of different New Life Ranch categories. And the way that it's going to work is I'm going to say a category, and then we're going to start with whoever I say starts, and then you're going to go back and forth and back and forth answering until one of you
Mr. Jeff
says...
gets it wrong.
And
Today's my day. I'm gonna win it.
y'all just go ahead, get it out.
Yeah.
Our first category is cabin complexes. Site does not matter.
Okay.
We're going to start with Mr. Jeff. Ready, set, begin.
Blackwell Trading Co.
Creekview.
Biggs Boarding House.
The schoolhouse.
I froze.
He froze. Does that mean I win?
Wait, schoolhouse is not.
Technically, Schoolhouse at Frontier Cove is a cabin.
Yeah,
it is
it's
not
not
a
a
cabin complex,
It's only
even
one cabin.
though it stands alone.
It is a standalone
No,
cabin.
it's
so I
not a
think
complex.
That would be a
But-
cabin.
Can we get a definition of a complex,
A complex in my brain
please? And she's
Is your
a
brain
human
the
dictionary.
law?
She's so smart.
is
She's
more
so
than
smart.
one cabin. Is more
So
than
does
one
that
cabin.
mean even though
Hey, if you
I
want to
didn't
give
answer?
Jeff a point off
So,
of technicality.
well, here's the problem, though,
Let's get
is
it,
that your answer was wrong. So you lose.
That's why I froze,
If Jeff
just because
wins
his
off
answer was
technicality,
wrong.
That's great.
Okay.
There's a lot of time here.
That's all right. It's all right. Leave me a point. I'll lose it anyway.
It is a loss of technicality. Okay, yeah.
Let's go.
Mr. Jeff wins the first round.
Right, good.
I'd like to thank my family and my one fan at home. So,
Who is it?
my mom.
Okay.
But she also told me she stopped watching. So,
I've been
All right. Second category is MCP songs. Mr. Landon, start.
I don't want to be a sheep. Bye, 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 bye.
Mr. Postman.
Father Abraham.
I don't know the names of any of these songs.
Sing them. Go.
Dang it.
3,
All right, I'll take
Pharaoh,
that.
2. Okay.
What do you say?
He said Pharaoh. Go.
Oh.
Jeez, now I'm on.
5, 4, 3,
Ooh.
2.
Sing
1.
like the safety.
Whew.
Is that the one where you throw people in
It
the
is
air?
where you throw people. Counselors, not campers. We throw
Okay,
counselors in the air.
Counselors don't
Counselors
bring
throw
parents.
counselors.
Kids do not get
Kids
thrown
do
in
not.
the air.
5,
One.
4, 3. 2.
Mr. Postman bring.
You. You already said that.
Is that the Mr. Postman?
Yeah.
YMCA? They're making weird. I don't know. I'm
Okay.
out.
Ding, ding, ding. Mr. Landon
Feels good
wins
to be
that
back.
round.
We're back.
Our current
We're back.
scoreboard
We never
is
left.
1-1.
I'm too busy working during MCP, so.
Round 3 is activity classes. Mr. Jeff, start us off.
Okay. Canoeing.
Mountain biking.
Fishing. No.
That's
Um,
an activity class.
Yes. It's a day camp activity. Go.
It is. It is.
Wow.
Day camp is one of our programs,
I
Mr.
feel
Landon.
like we're leaning towards participant.
Listen, they got to give me a
5,
win. They got to give me a win.
4.
Ropes.
Junior camp ropes.
Different ropes courses. It's
Yeah,
true. Go.
different.
Oh my god.
5,
Arts and crafts.
4,
Junior camp. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
5, 4,
Wow, H2O.
3. Yep.
Sports.
Yes.
Archery.
Yes. 5,
4.
4.
Disc
3.
golf.
Laser tag.
Mountain man.
Mountain woman.
That's-
We're doing that this year.
We're gonna give him 3 technicality answers here.
Yeah, that one. That's gonna end that round, Mr. Landon. You win.
One time I was confident.
All right, so our scoreboard is currently 2-2-1.
Wait, two.
2-2-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's 3 scores.
No. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I have 2 as well. Okay. Our next category is. We'll see if the judge can judge these New Life Ranch trail names.
Ooh.
Mr. Who started last time?
I've started the
Mr.
last 2.
Mr. Jeff, you can start this one.
South Ridge Trail.
Goldfish Pond Trail.
Accurate.
Micah's Trail.
Wait, who?
Micah?
Okay, like I said, Michael. I was gonna say,
Michael.
Get away with that
It's
one.
a new
He's
one.
stalling.
The North 500 Trail.
Yeah.
Spit and Joe's Cabin Trail. You can't tell me it's not that name because we haven't named it. So
It's no.
it's a trail that
It's
leads to
not.
Spit and Joe's Cabin.
It's not
3-1.
written
Thank
down.
you, everybody.
It's not.
goodness.
It is not logged.
Thank
It is
you.
not
They're
signed.
against me.
It's
They're
over.
against me. I need
Okay.
you guys supporting me at home.
No, Jeff.
Thank you, fans. I appreciate you.
Round.
It's not fair. We don't have any of our names, our
Round
trails named
4.
yet.
New Life Ranch
who
Frontier
thinks Miss
Cove.
Grace looks like Mr. Penguin with that hat on? Anybody? I think it's pretty great.
Okay.
I do.
Round 4 is over. Mr. Landon has 3. Mr. Jeff has 1. Category number 5 is former summer camp themes.
Former summer camp themes?
Yeah. Like during the summer we have a theme.
Yes.
These former ones in the past. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Landon, you can start.
Echo.
What'd you say?
He said echo. What do you say?
By design.
Yep. Why are you laughing? It's former.
Rooted.
Rooted.
Big picture.
Big picture.
Switch it.
Dead man walking.
Change agent.
That's all I know.
Think. 5.
Ready, set, go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. 4.
It's get set go. So I'll go ahead and take that.
Jeff,
You gotta be kidding me.
I am trying.
The judge was just gonna take it because Grace was just like, yeah.
Trivia is not my strong suit, in case you can't tell at home.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, fans.
I don't think I have any.
Okay, well, Jeff, I'm trying. Trying to give you some scores here. All right. Current score is Mr. Landon 4, Mr. Jeff 1. You're number 1.
Okay, I still have 1 point. I'll take it.
The next category is, this could last forever.
Doubt it.
Maybe.
Doubt it. I'll mess
maybe
it up.
not.
Just give it time.
Full-time/resident staff members. Mr. Jeff.
First off, I want to shout out my future wife,
Ooh.
Miss Emily. So,
We cheer for love here.
yeah,
we
yeah,
do cheer for
New
love.
wife ranch,
Shout out
right?
to Mr. Austin Carpenter. Go ahead.
Did he say somebody?
Yeah, he said Miss Emily, his wife.
Emily,
Mark
she works
Fowler.
here.
Mark
Landon.
Fowler.
Mr. Jeff.
Maggie Hardy.
Mr. Rhett.
Beth Shitty.
Miss Grace. Easy. It's right there.
Bethany.
Was that a separate one from Miss Beth?
Yeah.
What's Miss Bethany's last name?
5, 4,
I want to say
3.
Mitchell, but that's her.
Mitchell, that
maiden-
counts.
That's her maiden name, though.
2,
It
1.
was-
Hey, that's
it's
time.
Cook.
Bethany
that's
Cook.
time.
Okay. No, he got it. You were saying first
Brad.
names.
See,
All
they're
right.
against
Brad
me.
Cook.
Continue.
I know
Mr.
you're the
Mr.
cook. I just
Tim.
blanked.
Mr. Tim,
The
Landon.
lights are on. I'm so sorry to the cook.
5, 4.
Jared McDaniel.
Yeah.
Mr. Sean Donegan.
John Blair.
Mr. Steve Markovich.
Amelia Abbott.
Mr. Drulius
That
Caesar.
counts.
Julius
It's Julius
Lemonian. He
Lemonian.
goes by
That's
Julius.
fair.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's extra
yeah.
points right there.
That's fair.
Extra credit.
It's not.
Francis Sharp.
Some things never change. I don't know who you've named. Mr.
Rand.
Chris Ingram.
Brian Palmer, Mr. Alaska himself.
Mr. Alaska. Mr. Martin Hardy. If you could hear us at home, we love you.
Mr. Martin doesn't hear very well. Mr. Bill Parsons.
Is he dressed up?
Yes. Yes, and you publicly.
okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this works.
You just publicly questioned that.
I'm sorry.
You know who
Mr.
he
Taylor
goes to,
Lowell.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me, Mr. Bill.
Listen, I'm trying to get points. I'm sorry, Mr.
All right.
Bill.
Stuck on the internet
I
forever.
don't think he watches YouTube. We're fine.
Mr. Landon, who?
Did you say anybody after Bill?
He said, yeah, he did.
You can't tell him if he wasn't listening. I said one.
Yeah, he
might
did.
repeat it.
I heard him. I don't remember who it was,
Should've
but
been
he said it. Go ahead.
That's
He said Taylor Lowell. He
Oh,
said Taylor
my
Lowell.
goodness.
Okay.
well, Taylor Lowell. Is he considered rest staff since he's an apprentice?
He is not an
Not an
apprentice.
Okay. Now I've got my.
Now
public
Taylor is
shame.
watching.
Now I've got
and
my public
Taylor's
shame.
not an apprentice.
Okay, listen, here's what we're going to do on this round. You're both losing because
My
you
public
literally
shame,
don't
okay?
know. So we're going to.
but Mine is on rest staff.
You thought that Mr. Bill was not on staff, and you thought that Mr.
Rest.
Taylor
Scott
was not
Shaw,
on staff.
next.
No, it's over.
Shelby
Scott
Moody.
Shaw.
It's over. It was a fair competition. The next category is summer camp packing list.
Summer camp what?
Packing list?
Packing list.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
packing, got
Mr.
it.
Jeff,
A toothbrush.
please.
A sleeping bag.
Please, deodorant.
Soap.
Closed-toed shoes.
Clothes.
A pillow.
A what?
A pillow.
Pillow?
I
Pillow.
heard pillow.
Pillow.
Hello? I don't
It's,
know
it's
what
the
a
same
pillow
thing.
is.
All right, I can't talk.
I hate it, but bug spray.
Sunscreen.
Skincare.
A Bible.
Good one. You need that.
Can't believe I didn't think about that. Open-toed shoes. Shoes you can get wet.
5-1, Mr.
And that
That's
is
on there. You
it is
water
not.
shoes. Come
That's
on.
not what you said.
Chacos.
There are open-toed shoes that are not
5-1.
water
I do it
friendly.
for you
So,
fans.
This is
all right,
unacceptable.
Mr. Landon takes the dub on that
Are you
one.
kidding me?
Our score is now 5-1, and there are 3 categories left. Mr. Jeff.
Wow. 3 days in a row. I do it for you guys. Thank you.
All right.
Back home. Mom, I saw your comment. Love you, Mom.
Someone please
Shout out to
comment that you like me. That would be great. So,
Emily will.
she doesn't watch this.
Our next category is New Life Ranch Ministries.
Huh? Like our.
I'll say it this way: New Life Ranch Ministries.
Okay, I think I know what we're talking about.
Okay, he needs to be. Okay. Mr. Landon, start us off.
The Colcord Launch Center.
Good stuff.
Junior camp,
Yeah. Yep.
Leadership Development.
senior camp,
Horsing Around.
outdoor education, Adventure
Actually,
education. Adventure education. It's,
6 to
it's the
1,
same
Mr.
thing.
Landon.
I was gonna let it slide. I was gonna let it slide, Jeff.
Thank you guys. I really
Sorry,
do.
Jared.
I appreciate your
You
support
changed the
back
name on
then.
me.
Jeff,
Thank
if
you.
this would have been
Adventure
played
education,
4
you guys
years
are
ago,
great.
it would
my
have been outdoor
goodness.
education. All right. Well, Jeff,
6 to 1. Mr.
I would
Landon.
like to
All
think
right.
that you're the fan favorite, but not the points. The points aren't doing.
Not going
Okay,
well.
Mr. Landon,
I'd still like
6
to
to
try
1.
the last one.
Yep.
Mr. Jeff, you have 1 point. You have 2 categories left to get 2 more points.
I can do it. I can do it.
But not win. Okay. The category is weekly summer camp themes.
We had one last summer, so.
Okay, Mr. Jeff, you can start. What was our one from Frontier Cove this summer?
Western.
Yeehaw!
Sports.
What was the year that we're going with?
There's not.
Any? Okay.
I said that. There's
Olympics.
not one. Yep.
Pirates. Last year. Senior camp. Austin Carpenter loved Pirates Week.
Sports.
And 7 to 1, Mr. Landon.
We have Sports Week.
He
the
already.
Olympic and sport.
Hey, Mr. Jeff. He already said
Thank you.
it.
I do it for you, fans.
Unacceptable.
Do it for you.
Okay.
It's hard
I didn't
to
know I
watch.
couldn't repeat.
It's hard to watch.
You have this one.
I got it. I got
Okay.
it. All right.
I'm not even gonna look at Mr. Landon. Ready?
All right. We're good.
New Life.
I have a feeling I'm gonna lose this.
New Life Ranch. Horse names.
Bebop.
Is this all time?
Bebop.
Bebop.
We do have a Bebop at Frontier
Is
Cove.
this
Bebop.
all time?
Sure.
All time.
Topper, R.I.P. Topper.
Ooh, R.I.P. Topper.
Prince. The what? Never mind. Prince.
Prince. The one.
The one that killed Topper.
Okay, Landon.
Just kidding. He did not. That was a joke. Sorry.
Blue.
Is that really a horse?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. Might need some help from the audience out here.
There was the one without one eye. We'll call him Scar. I'm sure there was a horse named Scar.
A horse.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
There
Mr.
was. We've got
Landon.
Mr. Rhett gave me
confirmation
the thumbs
from
up,
our
so we're good.
behind the scenes people. Mr. Landon, did you go?
Oh, that was Scar was confirmed.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
was.
was confirmed.
Sweet. Simba.
Next, yes.
Belle. That's Chase's horse.
Okay, all right.
I rode it once. So.
Mr. Landon.
Oh.
Jericho.
What'd he say?
Jericho.
Is that really one?
Ding, ding, ding. Hey, I'll give you a hint. There's one that we got at Frontier Cove this year that has a.
We're giving hints now.
Not to you.
Giddy up.
Listen to the hint.
I got it confirmed.
But listen to the hint. There's a horse at Frontier Cove this year that has a picture on the side of it of a famous character.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, when it comes back to me, I got mine.
Do you have? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to be honest with my fans, just because I'm a little bit disappointed in a character
5,
move I just made.
4, 3.
I've been just saying
2,
random names really confidently
1.
in hopes that Grace would accept them.
Time-
And so
time's
if
up.
I've won to this point, it was pure luck.
So you're just
I'm gonna
said that to throw
I have
me
another
just
one.
one to Mr. Jeff. You win, Mr. Jeff.
Hey, I got 2 points. 2 points.
All right.
points.
Honesty wins the day. Honesty wins the day. I love
I
you, fans.
promise that
I named
we
a
know.
horse Giddy Up. I don't even know if that's a
we
real
have
one.
knowledge of New Life Ranch. I promise.
We just have
But
so
it's
many
all
that
for fun.
we can't
Mr.
remember
Landon
names.
takes the dub yet again.
Thank you.
Bebop was a real horse, though.
That's 3 days in a row that I've won games. To be honest, it's kind of starting to feel like
It's
a win
rough.
streak.
It's not going
You
well.
know, it's been pretty good up to this point. About
You gotta be
I
kidding
told
me.
you I'd be back as I am Dr. Betos and I can do the most amazing things.
I'll be
you
honest
know?
with you, the only thing I doubted was I did not doubt that he was coming back.
No,
You know
he's definitely
what?
going to show
I'm a
up.
man of my
I
word, probably
knew
unlike
it's
you two guys.
It's only amazing that he keeps showing up.
I'll show you amazing. I'll show
doubted
you amazing.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh, man, these doubters, nerds of a feather flocking together. Okay, here we go. I tell you what. Are you campers ready for some more amazing stuff? Because guess who is? Me. This guy. Okay, I tell you what. I've got one that will blow your minds and blow their little minds. All right, you guys ready? Okay, here's what we're going to do.
What are you going to do?
What?
What are we gonna do?
Quit talking back. Okay.
keep stalling.
I tell you what, I am going to, on the count of 5, make myself disappear. Disappear.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. That's what they all say, and they all do. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? You campers out there ready? Okay. Give me a big countdown. Give me a big countdown. What did I say? 5? You guys won't remember. Okay, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We could still.
I'm here. Oh.
We could still see your
I'm
legs.
right here,
A,
but
he's
you
in front of
can't
the green
see
screen.
me.
B, his legs aren't
I
even covered.
disappeared.
He put a green jacket on. We can still see you.
Oh.
You're wearing a green jacket.
I
in
am
front
a
of green screen.
master of the skies.
Very underwhelmed. This was amazing.
So what of this guy?
Are you ready for me to reappear?
No. Can you disappear again?
All right,
Go
you
away.
guys.
Dr.
What?
Betos, I'll be honest. For the sake of what we're trying to do for the kids here,
Oh, yeah.
trying to give them content for at home, it'd probably be best for our show if you'd like actually disappear.
Yeah, just actually disappear. We want you to leave.
Yeah.
What?
3 days is enough.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of place is this?
We're
You're
welcome
trying to
to
shut me down?
100%.
With everything that's happening out there, you're trying to shut me down?
You're
Yeah,
scarier
you should
than the
probably
virus.
self-quarantine.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Okay. I'm going to prove you guys once and for all, and I'm going to take your advice, but I'm not going to go quietly. Not surprisingly,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to go quietly.
Have you ever been quiet?
Jeff, just
I
let
don't
him go.
know.
He's actually
Okay.
going to go.
I don't know.
All right.
That's a very valid
I'll
question.
believe it when
Okay,
he
okay.
actually goes.
All right, here's the deal. I'm going to, because you guys are so intent on shutting things down, I am going to act like and put on my inner GT Bynum and shut you down, just like Tulsa and all these other places around the world. I'm shutting it down. You okay with that?
No.
You brought this on, Thanos and Ant-Man. Get it? He's big. He's small. Okay. Okay. On the count of 5, 4. Wait, are you guys listening, campers? Okay.
Yeah,
3,
true,
2, 1.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'm shutting it down.
You
he
do
used
know
the
we
lens
have more
cap.
than one camera. You
I'm out.
Okay, it's not even worth it.
Yep.
All
Well,
right.
he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Maybe he'll stay away this
He's
time.
gone. So maybe he'll actually leave.
But I will say this, Miss Beth Schutte will not stay away because she's going to bring the word again. So you guys give your attention to Miss Beth. Thank you.
All right, guys, we are back again, diving into the Word today. I'm Miss Beth, and I'm so glad that you're here with us. If you haven't been watching the last 2 days, you might want to jump back there and watch those times to catch up with us. But this week, we are talking about our theme from last summer, By Design. And that theme came from Ephesians 2:8-10. And so if you know it, say it with me. For it is by grace we have been saved, through faith, and this not of ourselves. It is a gift from God, not by works, so that no one may boast. For we are God's masterpiece, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which he prepared in advance for us to do. And today, we're going to focus on that first part of verse 10, for we are God's masterpiece. Have you ever had someone, or have you ever made something where you were just really proud of it? Or maybe it wasn't something that you made with your hands, but it was a song you sang or a competition you were a part of. Something that you looked at or you accomplished and you said, that was good. Those moments may be rare for some of us, but I know that all of us have had moments like that. Now, on the other side of that, have you ever had someone come along to one of those creations or maybe those moments that you thought was really good and they tell you they didn't think it was actually good at all? It probably made you really sad. I've experienced those moments too, and they're absolutely heartbreaking. I want us to look at Psalm 139. In 13 through 16, It says, "For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." You see, God intentionally designed each one of us. He created each of us on purpose, for a purpose. But just as I'm sure that you've experienced someone telling you that something you did or made wasn't good, I bet you've experienced someone saying that the way that you were made wasn't good. Now, they may not have said it in exactly those words, but that's what they meant when they made fun of how you looked or how you talked or what you liked to do. You know, sometimes we even do that to ourselves. We look in the mirror and we say that we don't look good enough, or we fail at something and then we start to belittle ourselves because we're not as good at something as other people are. What we do there, that's called comparison. But notice in the psalm that David, the author, that he didn't praise God because he was made better than everybody else, because he looked better or acted better than anyone else. No, it says that he praised him because he was fearfully and wonderfully made. Now, those are poetic words that probably don't mean much to us, but what it means is that God thought long and hard about how he was going to make David. And he looked at him and how he made him and said that he was good and that he was proud of him just how he was. Do you know the story of David and Goliath? It's the story of the little boy that takes on a giant and defeats him. If you don't, you can find the story in the Bible in 1 Samuel chapter 17. David, when he took on Goliath, was likely just a young teen, maybe the same age as some of you guys. And as a young kid, he was overlooked a lot. And in fact, prior to him taking on Goliath, he actually had one of his older brothers say some really hurtful things to him. But as David went on to take on Goliath, it wasn't his confidence in himself or his size that gave him the confidence to go and fight. No, it was his confidence in God and who he knew God to be. Ephesians 2:10 tells us that we're God's masterpiece. Now, that doesn't mean that we're perfect. In fact, yesterday we talked about how imperfect we are. But what it does mean is that we are God's creation, that he intentionally, thoughtfully, and purposefully made. Now, we sin, and he isn't proud of that sin, but the us that has been saved through grace, and by grace through our faith in Jesus and what he did, that person that he created, he is so proud of us, and he is really pleased with how he made us. Now, he also, on top of that, made you for specific reasons. And we're going to talk about more of that on Friday, so make sure that you check back in then. Now, I mentioned comparison earlier. Comparison may feel like a normal part of life, but it shouldn't be. It doesn't have to be. Comparison is a weapon of the enemy. Remember that enemy that we mentioned yesterday that tricked and lied to Adam and Eve, that got them to not trust him? Yeah, that same enemy uses comparison. He wants to kill the impact that God designed you to have in this world. He wants to make you feel like you're not enough, like you can't possibly accomplish anything because you're not as good as someone else or you don't look the way that someone else does. He wants to shut you down so you won't make the impact in the world that God created you for. But instead of us listening to those things, instead of hearing those comparison thoughts and kind of curl up into a ball and not move, we should think back to David. Now, David, when he was hearing hurtful things about him, what his brother thought about him, and hearing from Saul that he was too small, he didn't take those things and say, you're right, guys, I give up. I'm just going to sit back on the sidelines and let Goliath and the Philistines just make fun of God. No, he said, I know who my God is. And yes, I am small, but I know that my God can do anything that he chooses. And right now, I think he's choosing me to take on this giant. And he slays him. He kills the giant. This young little boy killed the giant, not because of anything of himself, but because of God, how he created him, the skills that he gave him, and the fact that God was empowering him to do it. Now, there are giants out there, not literal people giants, but giants out there that God created you to go out and slay with him. And that's not going to happen if you let comparison bully you down and stop you from going out there. So tonight, I encourage you to think through the ways that God made you unique and intentionally made you. Write them down so you can remember them when you're hearing those thoughts of comparison. And I encourage you to pray for courage to be able to fight against and ignore those voices of comparison that the enemy throws at you. And tomorrow we'll jump back in, dive back into the Word, and I hope you'll join me. But for now, we're going to sing that favorite song of ours. Take it away, Tim and Scott.
All right, everybody, let's stand up and let's sing that song. MORNINGCAMPPARTY. Morning camp party is so cool. Yeehaw! We sing silly songs